Hey, what's up guys? So, welcome to the Wednesday night multiplayer stream. Pretty excited because I tested Sonic Racing a little bit earlier just to get a feel for it, make sure I had all the updates applied and everything, and it's very different from Mario Kart, so I will be looking forward to checking it out on stream. If you're new here, friend code is in the description and the title below. I had to check real quick. So if you want to send me a friend request and jump in on the action, you are welcome to do so. If nobody else wants to join in, not a big deal. I will just keep doing online multiplayer to get a better feel for Team Sonic Racing, which I cannot get the name right to save my life. It's Team Sonic Racing, and I keep wanting to say Sonic Team Racing, and I know it's incorrect. Just foul. There we go. So Excel, Sam, thank you guys so much for coming out. You guys were here about 10-15 minutes early, which is totally fine. And if anybody else wants to jump in, you know, feel free. This is the game that got voted on. It actually beat out 2 different types of zombies. Also, you guys mind telling me how the audio is right now? I don't know if the game's too loud or if my voice is too quiet. It seems to be different from game to game, so I don't full screen the interface to play off of until I know the levels are not too far one way or the other. But I can say, in addition to Team Sonic Racing, which I'll get right eventually, I did go ahead and break down and pick up Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered for the Switch. Here's the thing, I played it on the Wii U, and I enjoyed it for the brief time that I spent with it. But again, the Switch just breathes new life into tons and tons of new games. Snow Bunny, what's going on? Thank you for coming out. If Game Freak made a Diamond and Pearl remake, better have Primal Davis Theme Mystery Dungeon 2. Oh, sorry, hold on. Sorry, I don't have this game. No worries, man. We'll just chat it up. But if the audio sounds good, then great. Snow Bunny, what are you doing tonight? See if I can full screen this so I can read a little bit easier. And that's the thing, I fully expected this to just be a Mario Kart clone, but it has a lot of mechanics to it. Like, this is a very complicated kart racer if you were coming from, like, a background of just Mario Kart, or at least it has been for me so far. Taylor, what's going on, man? How are you doing this evening? No doubt editing on the next Lost Bits, I'm sure. Alright, so my team is Eggman and Knuckles, and that's the thing. So one of the things you can do in this game is if you get an item, you can actually kick it over to a teammate so they can use it, so if they get in a worse place than you. One of the things I didn't like, though, was the first round I played, there were 2 Sonics on my team, and I couldn't tell who was which character I was. It was not made clear. There wasn't like an icon differentiator that I could see anyways. Starcats, what are you doing? Thank you for coming by. Oh no. I find that I'm just as horrible at this as I am at Mario Kart. Now, one of the mechanics that did carry over from Mario Kart is you can... Whoa. That was... Oh my goodness, this is terrible. I'm saying one of the mechanics that did come over from Mario is you can drift and then catch a boost off of it. So if you can hold that for a minute, although I don't want to do it on ice, I don't think, you will actually catch a bit of a boost. And it seems like it's sort of the same way as trying to get the blue sparks in Mario Kart. Dropping in to say hi and give you a like, and then on to my podcast, right on, Snow Bunny. And if anybody here is not familiar, Snow Bunny, if you want to go ahead and drop a link to it, that was a really, really good time. Fabian, what's going on, man? Sorry, I keep thinking the camera is to the left or right like it used to be, and it's not. It's like right in front of me, so I keep like looking over like an idiot to say howdy to people. But I have to say, even though it's demonstrably different from Mario Kart, I mean, it feels familiar. And MC Murr was playing this last night, and apparently some people said it feels sluggish, and I'm not really getting that. I don't know. Maybe it's just like compared to like some of the higher levels in Mario Kart. I'm not sure. Oh man, no! Come on! That's a horrible place to drop me. I watched your unpopular opinion. It's going to take a long time for you. Oh, I did see your comment. I didn't get a chance to reply to it yet. No, friends. So, what particular opinion was so unforgivable? I am Sonic right now, Taylor. And trying to get used to these team mechanics is going to be really weird. And it's like, you get bonuses if you help out your team. So if you skim them, or if you can, it's like drift behind them or something, I think. Then you build up points, and then you can use an ultimate like that and you can check the rear view. So I just used the ultimate, which put me ahead to about 4th place. Not terrible. I do not like that part of the track. Oh no! I'm pretty sure that's the equivalent of a red shell. That's the 2nd time I did that! And this is the other thing, so if you see somebody who gets, like, knocked out or completely dropped and you basically drive really close to them, you can kind of, oh, come on, give them a speed boost and help them recover more quickly. I wish Sega would have kept his name Dr. Robotnik instead of Eggman. See, that's the thing, I grew up a Nintendo kid, so as far as, like, the Sonic mythos really go, I have very little familiarity. Like, for me, he was always Dr. Robotnik. I didn't know there was, like, an official thing where he became... Oh, come on. Where he became Eggman. Before you said you were joking, I nearly flipped the table. Don't play with my emotions. I'm so. What about Kojima? Yeah, I would never mean that about Kojima. I love Kojima.
Feels like Christmas.
So I didn't do too terrible. 11th, I guess, is not the worst I could have done. Taylor, let's see, Taylor, he's Sonic, but the characters, Eggman and Knuckles, are the online players he's up against. Well, no, so I am, technically, but the 2 of them are my teammates, so I can actually assist them and kick them items. Also, welcome, Sushi. Me too, I grew up with him as Right, he was always Dr. Robotnik to me. Sawyer, what's up, dude? This looks interesting, but for me, I think Mario Kart still rules the kart. Oh, yeah, Mario Kart's always going to rule the kart racing space. I cannot imagine a scenario under which he would not. But I am interested to experiment a little bit, right? I still haven't gotten around to doing All-Star Fruit Racing yet. So this is the first kart racer on the Switch that I've done that was not Mario Kart. And then Crash Team Racing, I'm going to try that too. Because I played it briefly when I did that PlayStation Classic video, but I'm sure that this version is going to be much improved. Sam says I could do either one. Yes, Broom Broom all day, Lola. How are you doing this tonight? Or today for you? Wait, is it today? Morning for you. Yes, a Metal Gear Survive is one of the best. Yeah, that was a mean thing to throw in. Wait, winner. I'm good, thanks. Hope you're doing well. Also, good job with your shirt video. Thank you so much, Sawyer. I appreciate that, man. For anybody who's not familiar, we did make shirts available on the channel. I'll go ahead and drop that in the chat if anyone wants to check out the designs. But there's a video that sort of shows the design philosophy right now. That is up on the channel. It's the most recent upload, so if you guys want to check that out, Jason did phenomenal work. I could not have done that without him. And all of the design that's, you know, been on the channel is basically a direct result of him being a very good best friend who I exploited by bribing him with tacos. Oh, a Mortal Kombat cart? I would play a Mortal Kombat cart. Like, I'm sure if they really wanted to, they could actually make that happen in a Twisted Metal sort of way. It would be super hokey, and I think they would have to make everything really cartoony, and it would probably go against the brand they're building with the story mode now in the games, but I would still play it. It's 2:15 a.m. Oh, where you are? I shall buy at a later date. Wait, what are you buying at a later date? Are you talking about teams? I cannot get this name right to save my life. Team Sonic Racing. I've been saying it wrong all day. I keep wanting to say Sonic Team Racing, and I know that's not what it is. Ted says, I'm going to pick up a shirt when I get paid. Dude, I thank you so much. I appreciate that immensely. And this thing, it was really nerve-wracking to put that video out because, you know, it feels self-indulgent. It's you know, I am a believer that, you know, there's nothing wrong with, you know, getting paid for your work and whatnot, but it's like you don't want to come off like, you know, sleazy or exploitative, so I just tried to make it very, very basic and explain the rationale behind the 3 different designs that we put on there. They did an Mortal Kombat Armageddon called Motor Combat as an extra mode. I don't think I ever knew that. I feel like I remember seeing pictures of Mortal Kombat themed race, but I thought that was just like somebody goofing around online or something. I didn't think that was a real thing. I much prefer, like, I don't like ice levels in just about any type of game. Platformer, racer, it doesn't matter. This is more my speed, no pun intended. Nope. And that's the thing, I'm not familiar with what all the items do yet, so that makes it extra confusing. Like, I thought I had a missile just there, and then I just boosted off the edge of the map. I know how you feel about that. I'm toying with some ways to support lost bits. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, somebody had told me a long time ago, but before I even pivoted the channel, they were like, you need to learn to make the ask and just be comfortable with it. And that's the thing. I mean, people support their favorite creators all the time. So it really, I think I just, as with many things, I'm just prone to overthinking. Why does everyone do a racing game and streaming service? Wait, what do you mean? Don't get me started on ice levels. I take it you're not a fan either, Fabian? Ice levels are the devil, indeed. I can't stand them. I like some ice levels, like Chill Penguin. Wait, are you talking about from Mario 64? Oh no! So if you get in the golden tracks of somebody else, then you get a speed boost because that's somebody from your team. But still, it's really quite difficult to keep an eye on. I will say I like the the track designs so far, at least. Chill Penguin is from yeah, okay. Yeah, it's actually, despite the fact that I got the X collection, it's been forever since I've touched it. Sorry, Josh, gotta go. Bye. Lola, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. It's weird. I think a bunch of people voted for this game, but I don't know how many people actually got the game. That's why I think I put out a question. It was on Twitter or someplace just to see how many people actually had it. But I think people just wanted to see it more than they wanted to play it, maybe. This is on the Nintendo Switch. And thank you for stopping by, CC Game CEO. How are you doing? That I don't think I've seen you here before. Or if I have, and I don't remember, I'm sorry I'm being kind of a jerk. Chat, do you guys know how I could record party chat and my mic using an Elgato HD6ES? Struggling to find some information on it. Sorry if I have missed a vid of you talking about this. No, you're fine. Now, if you're talking about party chat for... are you talking about for Xbox, or are you talking about for PlayStation 4 party chat? Which I don't know if they technically call it a party now that I'm thinking about it. Cool, I got the Switch version too. Awesome, man. If you want to jump in, send me a friend request. Because so far I don't think anybody else is playing here. I've been watching Rex the Great stream this on PS4. I really want to pick it up. I think I saw him stream, but I don't think I caught that stream of him racing. I caught him the other day when he was playing the Castlevania collection, which I purchased and still have not played. Also, Fabian, I don't know if you're here yet, but I feel like you will be proud of me for this. I had to. There's just something about it. And the fact that I had Liberation 2, apparently on the cart without a download, kind of nice. So Discord chat with audio, I think well, right now I'm able to get Discord audio into the stream. So right now, if you are in the YourPlayerTwo Discord, which I'll go ahead and drop a link to that real quick in the chat, and you're live verified, that is, you're somebody I've got in the know, and I know you don't mind keeping a family-friendly invoice on the streams, then, you know, I can bring people in and chat now, which is nice. Oh, also, as another upgrade for the system, we are on a wired connection now for the Switch. I did break down and finally find an Ethernet adapter that would work with it. So, yeah, as far as getting audio recorded, I think on the Xbox, I was able to basically just have audio output from my... well, there's a place in the settings where you can go to the audio and have party chat sent through the speakers and through the headset, like if it's connected to your controller. So I think I've done that before and managed to capture people's voices natively without the need of an Elgato chat link cable, which is what you have to use on the PlayStation 4. Because the PlayStation 4 can put audio out through the 3.5mm connection, or through HDMI, or through the optical output, I believe, but it can't do them simultaneously at the Xbox, which makes it a real drag and basically necessitated workarounds like the Elgato chat link to basically feed chat audio and game audio through one 3.5mm connection into your Elgato for streaming or recording. This says, new trend, businessman. Let's make a racing game, businessman 2. What money streaming service? Is that, okay, I got you. I see what you mean. Well, that's the new battlegrounds. Like, the golden age of streaming is totally over. Not for... Oh, I have to sneeze. Hold on. It's coming. No, I guess I'm okay. Um, for content creators, streaming's not over. But in terms of like, hey, you pay Netflix $7 a month and you get tons of awesome stuff. No, because all the big media companies want a piece of that pie. That's where they're all coming out with their streaming services, and they're all coming out with all these awesome new services. Like Amazon does it. Hulu just got purchased, I think, by somebody. Apple's doing it now, and that's why they brought in Spielberg and everybody else. And you know, the prices for all those things are going to start going up. So where it used to be that, you know, we were like, yeah, we don't have to pay for cable anymore because Netflix has everything. Now the cost that you were saving in cable TV is going to be eaten up by how badly you want access to all these proprietary shows that all these streaming services have. Kind of sucks. But hey, it was fun while it lasted. You know, like Napster. Thanks for that, Josh. I really appreciate it. Yeah, no problem at all, man. You're going to cause me to go broke, Josh. I want all of the tech you review. And that's the thing. I'm trying to keep gear on Fridays. Like, I'm going to do gear reviews. I'm going to try to, like, tips and strategy stuff happens on Mondays, and then gear stuff is going to be on Fridays. Sometimes it's production gear. Sometimes it's going to be just fun stuff for gaming channels that I personally enjoy. I think Disney bought Hulu. Yes, that's right. I knew somebody bought Hulu. Time to go. Have fun, everyone. Snow Bunny, good luck with the podcast. And if anybody caught her link earlier, it is absolutely worth a listen. Was there a certain recent piece of tech that I put out there, Taylor, that you were interested in? Because now I'm curious. Half of Hulu got bought. Disney also bought Fox as a little bonus. That's how rich they are. Hey, I want my MCU to be rounded out with X-Men and Fantastic Four, okay? So I have no problem with them acquiring Fox's entertainment division. Alright, so we're doing a little bit better this time. I'm in second, but can I hold on to it? That's the question. Nope. That's not going to do it. Perfect hit as always. The AverMedia and the Stream Deck. Yeah, the Stream Deck's great, man. I'll have another video on the Stream Deck coming out on Friday. Yeah. I've been doing a lot with that recently. It's just so rare. That's the reason I'm able to drop these things in chat so quickly, is I have pre-programmed buttons specifically for YouTube chat messages. So, you know, if I want to give people access to the Discord or Twitter or now to the store where I have, you know, shirts and stuff, you know, it's like a button press away. And that's incredibly helpful when you don't want to take a ton of attention away from either the game or your audience while you're chatting with them. Dr. Doom needs to be the next major threat. I 200% agree with that, Gamer Thumb TV. I've seen more than a few theories on, apparently, and that's the thing, I feel so bad. Sean got me the 2015 Secret Wars graphic novel, and I haven't read it yet. But as I understand it, I guess he is a character in it, and from what I understand, like, positions him as a good candidate for a big bad in a future. You know, if Marvel does decide to build towards another major kind of threat, to me, I mean, affecting multiple realities seems like the way to go. And I can't believe that they confirmed that it is, in fact, well, kind of light spoiler warning here. Well, has everyone in here seen the most recent Spider-Man Far From Home trailer? Fabian, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It starts with an M, but apparently that is confirmed to be real. I was just thinking, hey, Trickster, what's up, man? I'm thinking about chiming in how Doom needs to be the next big man. Homeboy's overqualified for the gig, no doubt. Yes, XL. I do have merch now. I'll drop that again and try not to spam it too much in the chat tonight, but it is available there if you'd like to check it out on Teespring. 3 different designs. One is a basic logo tee. The other 2 are basically encouraging messages for video game creators, I think. Galactus is a close second. I thought Galactus would be just like a dead lock, and I love the fact that this is not really a spoiler because it's like a passing moment in Endgame, but I love the fact that they teased Namor in it. I can't wait to see if that really comes to fruition. Even if it destroys everything, yes. I'm gonna get it soon. Okay. I'm gonna get it soon. Sure, absolutely, man. Appreciate it. Dr. Doom is one of the most powerful villains in the MC, but his ego gets the best of him. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I don't think I ever really had a great sense for how powerful Doom was. Like, growing up, I was... my dad was really into the comics. Every Saturday morning, little history from my childhood. Every Saturday morning, my dad and I would go to a local comic book shop and go to Burger King. Like, that was our thing, like, every Saturday morning when I was a kid growing up. And he would always get really excited for the comics. And I liked the comics, but I was really into the collectible cards, right? Like the, what was it, Fleer Ultra and cards like that. And there was a particular run, I want to say around 1992 or 1993, and I don't know if it was Fleer or what was the other manufacturer? I don't remember, but they used to have the character cards, and then they would have power ratings on the back of them, so that's how I sort of got a sense of how powerful all the different Marvel characters were. Doctor Doom is like the Daleks from Doctor Who. I'm going to save up for the premium shirt. Right on, man. I appreciate that very much. Doom could beat Darth Vader. That is not even an argument I'm getting into. Plus, I'm more of a Trek guy than Star Wars, I'm afraid. Nintendo, sorry, I didn't even see that was you. I saw the message, and then it went too quick for me. I think the game's good. It takes some practice, for sure. Famous says, I'll sum it up this way. When everyone was trying to fight Thanos with the gauntlet on in the comics, Doom was trying to steal it for himself repeatedly. That's pretty great, actually. Also, is anyone else here excited for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3? Because that's maybe my most anticipated game of the summer. I'm not saying there's not other games that won't be great. There are, and I'm looking forward to Mario Maker 2, for example. And I know there's some other titles that are coming out this summer that right now I can't really remember, but this is because Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 is right at the top of my list, no doubt. I've been waiting a long time for a follow-up to 2. We should play that together, Fabian. That would be a lot of fun. Are there any particular characters in Ultimate Alliance 3, Fabian, that you're most excited for? I'm really glad that Miles is in there. I don't know if you've been checking out any of the Game Informer coverage they've been doing over on their channel, but the voice actor, I don't know if it's the same guy that did Miles in Into the Spider-Verse, but if not, dude's really close. Like, that's super similar. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, it's right around the corner. I cannot wait. Like, I'm very tempted to just take a day off work to just stream it for like 12 hours or something. What kind of game is Ultimate Alliance? Ultimate Alliance is like a top-down beat-em-up, kind of, I guess you would say. But you can, well, at least in the old games, and the precursor to those would have been like X-Men Legends, I think. But then it's basically like, the thing that made it really, really fun was, you know, you could do 4-player couch co-op with it. Now you can do couch co-op or online, which is fantastic. And honestly, I think it was a huge surprise for everyone that the series was even coming back, because it's been gone for like a decade. I'm sorry, I watched like 3 seasons of Trek on Netflix and I stopped because I got bored. Well, which Star Trek did you watch? Were you watching like Next Generation or which one, XL? At this point, it's mostly MCU characters. I feel like they're oversaturating everything. That's true, but I am happy to see that Daredevil and Nightcrawler are in there. Those are like two of my you know, my top characters from Marvel. I really hope it gets several lesser-known ones. I think they'll throw in a few. I'm hoping that there's a ton of characters that they haven't even revealed yet. Like, I hope that all of the information we have, there's actually like double that amount of characters. I hope they haven't really just revealed everything. I think that would be tragic because the sheer stable of characters that Marvel has, or DC has for that matter. Like, how come we never got a DC answer to that game? Or did we? And I'm just not remembering it. I personally got a vouch for Moon Knight in Alliance 3. Yes, I do know that Moon Knight's going to be in it. Sombra was one of my favorites in 2, and nobody knows her. I don't really know her. Yep. My favorite MC superhero is Spider-Man. For me, it's, if I had to pick my top 5, it would probably be like Spider-Man, Iron Man, Nightcrawler, Daredevil, and I don't want to say Wolverine, but Wolverine was like my favorite when I was a kid. We did? It's Justice League Heroes? Yeah, I never even heard of it, I don't think. Oh, wait, well, that wasn't the free online one, was it? Actually, I haven't heard the name Thunderbolts in a while. This was a really creepy level. I like this. And this, well, that's another game I'm excited for this year, though, is I can't wait for Luigi's Mansion 3. I love the first 2, even though I did not pick up the re-release of 1 on the 3DS. I couldn't justify it. I was like, I don't want to relive that experience on a 3DS. I want to play it on a game like the Switch. Same reason I was kind of miffed about Metroid 2. Justice League Heroes was PS2 and Xbox. It was like Ultimate. Okay, I gotcha. Spoilers Far From Home trailer. I think it's possible. I knew Songbird from Avengers TV show on Disney. And also, thank you for putting a spoiler warning on that, XL. That was very cool of you. I wish more people were so kind in streams. I've had some bad experiences in the past. Thankfully not recently. Oh, come on. Such an underrated... What's up? Not another game collector. What's up, man? Dude, I'm sorry. I actually got home from Chipotle, I want to say close to 7. I thought I might be able to jump in on the Dead Island stream, but then I forgot that I hadn't installed it yet, which is horrible. Oh, thank you for the raid, Adrian. I didn't even notice that. Thank you. Can't wait for Spider-Man. You know Mysterio's going to be a total fraud. I don't know, man. Maybe they're going to... Maybe they just want us to believe he's going to be fraudulent because all the comic book fans are expecting it to be fraudulent. What? No! That was a waste of a missile. I need to go back and watch Spider-Man Homecoming. My parents apparently have been rewatching every film in the MCU ever since they saw Endgame. Now they're going back and trying to catch every single reference from it because they're huge Marvel fans. So every time I call them, like, what are you doing? They're like, we're watching Black Panther. We're watching Spider-Man Homecoming. Like, they are all about it. Yeah, I cannot wait for Spider-Man. I think it's going to be amazing. And I think people are really underrating how important that film is going to be to setting up the next phase of the MCU. Like, it seems, at least on paper, like, yeah, okay, there's some endgame elements in it, but it's probably still like a small Spider-Man story, right? I think it's going to be massive in terms of the possibilities and things that it opens up and explores. Ugh. I want those rings, but it's dangerous. Let's see. I saw something. Oh yeah, Adam Warlock's definitely coming. He was already referenced in Guardians 2, I think. So that's. I'm wondering if he'll be. I don't want to spoil anything in game. I know like the spoiler ban has been lifted, but I'm still worried there's gonna be someone here who hasn't seen it. I would hate to be that guy. Armin Zola. That sounds familiar, but I don't. Marvel already said the conclusion of this phase is definitely going to be important. That, I don't doubt. Rex, what's up, man? Yes, I do. So I do remember the visual of that, Trickster. Maiko, what's going on? You legend, thanks for swinging by the stream. How you doing this evening? How's the kitty doing? If someone hasn't seen Endgame, they don't want to watch it much. That's a good point. I can agree with that. So the rings both increase your top speed and apparently count towards your score at the end, as I understand it. Ugh. Nope. I like it, but it's just I'm having trouble, a little bit of trouble getting used to it. Like, I'm not real clear on what every single item does yet, or how to keep track of the interface elements. And the team thing, I'm trying to remember. So basically, you can pass items to other people, right? I think you can like skim past them to revive them or something if they're down. Is that right, Rex? And then I think there's another like team-based action that you can take. I think it's interesting because I feel like mechanically it definitely distinguishes itself from Mario Kart, and I think that's a good thing. Like, I think if it were just a straight up Mario Kart clone with just like a selection of items and basically try to do the exact same thing, I think that would be a horrible misstep. Anyone who hasn't seen Endgame is doing themselves a disservice. The scene where who shows that he's worthy of wielding Unova is worth the price of admission alone. No joke, Trickster. That's why I've seen it 5 times in theaters, and I have no regrets. And maybe at least once not in theaters. But anyways, that's not important. The important thing is Rex the greatest here, everyone. Rex, as I played like 5 hours, I'm still trying to figure everything out myself, but I like that. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like Taylor mentioned that you had been streaming. I think I saw you stream, but I didn't drop in on that one the other night. But yeah, there's a lot going on in this game. I've always wanted Pokemon to be real, but with Detective Pikachu, I know what they would look like. I still haven't seen Detective Pikachu yet. I don't know. At some point I'll see it, but I just haven't made it a priority really. I've just been too busy. There are 145 stars to get it or something like that. Oh. 140. Wait, what are stars? I don't even know what stars are. Where do you get stars in the game, Rax? Josh, a legend. Maiko, you big sweetie, thank you. But if you guys want to see a real legend stream, you should check out Maiko or Rax the Great. Both entertaining in their own right. Watching on my laptop, playing Saints Row the Third. Oh, how are you liking it so far, man? I definitely want to play that with you. I'm glad you have a copy, but we have to play when we go to E3. I better get back to work. Good to see everyone. Take care, gang. Sawyer, thank you as always for stopping by. Hopefully the rest of work is not too stressful for you. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you for swinging by, man. What? You are a mod. Just wield that power with respect, okay? Only wrench people who are clearly garbage people, which thankfully there aren't a lot in these streams normally. I'm completely excited for Godzilla. Godzilla looks super fun, but you know what? I haven't seen the most recent Godzilla. Never got around to it, but I see this one and I'm like, this looks super awesome. Uncle Aaron was in Homecoming at the start of Spider-Man Far From Home. If there's were lies and Tom Holland just dies and Miles becomes Spider-Man. No way! He's contracted for like multiple films. That would be a horrible tragedy. Later, Sawyer. Like I said, Detective Pikachu is so cute. I take it you went and saw it? Fabian says my Saints Row 3 character was a large-breasted boss bee with an attitude and tattoos. I kind of did the same thing. My character, she has like what was the pompadour haircut, where it's like shaved but then like spiky up top. That seems telling now that I think about it. But she just runs around in her underwear. That's completely fine with bright pink hair. I'm like having fun, working good so far. That's the thing I've heard. I don't know. I haven't played it since the performance patch came up, but I hear it's just demonstrably better in handheld mode than in docked mode. I hope Nintendo announces a Gen 4 remake. They may. Thank you, Ja Rule. It's murder. Tom Holland is under contract. He's not going to wear for sure. Spoilers. Yeah, and that's the crazy thing is I thought that was going to be like some, based on the trailer, I thought the whole mention of that concept was going to be Mysterio's just a jerk and he is somehow deceiving everybody. But no, the director's just like, nope, it's real. So unless they're straight up lying, which to be fair, would not be impossible. Like the Russos have been asked questions before and they've outright lied about things to, preserve prevent spoilers. But still. Brian, what's up, man? I'm doing good so far. I like it, but it's also complicated. Like, in Mario Kart, I know exactly what everything does, and, I don't really struggle with that for the most part, despite the fact that I'm pretty bad at it. This is a whole other ballgame. It's hard for me to keep track. Like, right now, I just fired a missile, but I could not tell you where on screen it showed me that I had a missile, and I don't know if I'm just missing it. The other thing, too, is if you're racing in a team, it doesn't seem to... And there are 2 Sonics on your team. At first, I didn't realize that I was the Sonic in the upper left, so that was kind of confusing. I wish it had like an icon or something. I think Mysterio is lying about being from somewhere else. I have 2 theories on this. One is yours, that he's just lying about it, right? He's not from somewhere else. 2 is, 3 theories. The second one would be that he is, in fact, from another universe, and from there is probably like where he is a villain, but he's pretending to be a hero in our universe. which I think would be very interesting. And then my third theory is that he's from the regular universe that we all know, but the way he got access to all of his stuff was, you remember at the end of Homecoming, when, you know, the transport, the Avengers jet, is transporting a bunch of cargo with a bunch of Avengers gear in it. I think he just showed up on the beach and just stole a bunch of it, and then just started reverse engineering it and turned it into whatever he is pretending to be in those trailers. On the lowest key, this game seems fun. It is fun. I'm just struggling because that's the kind of streamer that I am, Maiko. I should play more laid-back games like you do. Well, not Beat Saber. I don't know how you do that. But, you know, like Animal Crossing, even though I struggle, I'm willing to give it a shot when the Switch version comes out. If this is your world, then it's a world I don't want to be a part of. Wait, what's my world? E.T., what's up, man? Always good to see you. Picked up Devil May Cry 5. Ooh, how are you liking it? Just finished a review for Mad Max on WordPress. I will have to check. I missed your last one, man. I'm sorry. There's a fan theory that the energy Thanos released of the snap affected genes, and that's how the X-Men happened. That would be super rad. I'm totally okay with that. My fear is this. If they do this multiverse thing, like, some fans have been like, oh, that's how they're going to bring in, like, the X-Men, like, from the Fantastic Four, or from Fox, I mean, that they're going to bring those exact ones over. And I like the idea. I think it would be a clean way for them to potentially do that, but at the same time, I kind of don't want them to. I just feel like it would be really weird. Like, I think I would rather have Marvel reboot the X-Men and Fantastic Four than try to somehow shoehorn in this property that already has, like, it's sort of its own established mythos. I think that would be weird. Being a mod is tough here. I've had to scrap, like, 3 of my own comments in my own mind before I type them. I know, it's a hard life, right? Heavy is the burden that bears the wrench on YourPlayerTwo. It is a Sonic and the Secret Rings reference. Oh, wait, I missed that. It would make sense that the whole X-Men were just hanging around quietly this whole time. Right, it wouldn't make sense. Like, I can understand. Wait, I didn't do a spoiler, did I? I don't think I did. If I did, sorry for anyone who hasn't seen Endgame. I didn't. Are you talking about Fabian? Oh, well, technically what Fabian referenced isn't really that big of a spoiler. That's something that you find out actually from the trailers. Top Spot, what's up, man? We're not trying to be spoiler, we're just discussing the possibilities for Far From Home. I think Marvel has already said they're all going to be recast, rebooted. That's better. I hope so. Everything I've talked about, I think, so far, has been referenced in trailers for both Endgame and Far From Home. Fantastic Four Original is my childhood. Fantastic Four Original, I actually, I didn't hate it. Now, the second one with the whole Doctor Doom, like, you know, like, on the board, like, let's go for a spin! That was painful to watch. That one hurt. Might have to time out myself. If you must, Rex, you have the authority to do so. DMC5 is the best entry of the series, no debate necessary, solid combat, smooth animation, gorgeous visuals, and a decent narrative. Again, one that I am tragically not very far into. Too many games, man. Too many games. I'm back. I had to log into Fallout 76, but the real question, Taylor, why? Did you really have to log into Fallout 76? I'm disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. You said if they're going to do a multiverse. And that was referenced in the Far From Home trailer. Right. Yeah, everything we're talking about, XL, is definitely just right in the Far From Home trailer. Speaking of too many games, are you coming to too many games? Sadly, no. Not this year. I'm going to E3 in a couple weeks with GamerThub and Tesla Chat and Not Another Game Collector. And then work has me going to Germany, I think, as soon as a week or two after I get back from E3. And then I have to go to the Southeast Game Exchange. I mean, I'm excited to go, but then I have reasons I have to go, which I'll explain later on the channel. So I don't think it's in the budget for me to also go to too many games. Next year, though, I would love to go, because it sucks. Like, I have a lot of like friends on YouTube and people that I've met and hung out with from last year's Southeast Game Exchange, but now I have all these, you know, other new creators like yourself and Avedon and Nick and Chips and everybody else that I would really like to go to too many games, specifically to me, but I think I'm going to have to wait till next year, sadly, and that kills me. Josh, being a dad, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I'm very disappointed. Zachary Powell. Oh, Zach here? What's up, man? I think I missed that. I'm gonna grab dinner. I hope you have a great rest of your day, Josh. Take me to E3 and sneak me. I couldn't sneak you in my bag. You're like 9 feet tall, Maiko. I thought you would be like my height. It's like we had a big discussion about this on the Chillcast at one point. But yeah, dude, like I saw that picture of you standing next to Sushi, or was it Mara or Cynthia that you met? Now I'm blanking out on stream. But anyways, the point is you're very tall. Made the purchase, huh? PS4, Switch. Game Looters, I did it for the Switch. And so far, as long as I'm not on ice, I'm enjoying it. Other than that, it's questionable. Oh, I think I understand the items now. They're on the back of the car. Ooh, I took down a rival. That's fun. I want to go to one of those other conventions with you. Dude, you're more than welcome to go with me. That would be tremendous. What am I stuck in right now? I thought I was in the fast thing. If you want to go to Southeast Game Exchange, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I know Lyman's gonna be there. And then J-Love, T-Belly, Pixel Game Squad, Rock Solid Production. There's a lot of people going to Southeast Game Exchange this year. I'm pumped for that. I surprisingly have 100 friends on PSN. You know what's weird is I've actually created a recurring task for myself on Fridays to actually unfriend people on Facebook. I just can't stand it so much, and I'm basically limiting it to the people who I know in real life or I've become closer with on YouTube. Is anyone else getting those, like, porn bot? Yes, I have been getting those messages, Gamer Thumb. I got one from some random anime girl avatar, and it was like, I think you're cute, click on this link or something. I was like, that's a hard pass. Yeah, they're definitely fake. I wish I had something other than just missiles right now. A speed boost would be nice. That is going to be August 24th and 25th, as I recall, Adrian. That's pushing for Danny DeVito to play Wolverine? I don't know about that. They always have to say, like, hey, I like you. Right. Like, it's the same opener all the time. Like, how would they think that would work? Like, how gullible do you have to be to think, like some random girl is hitting you up because you're attractive on PSN? I'm calling it right now. No love story ever happened with two people meeting through PSN. Ever. In the history of the platform. I guess probably not true. I've got no attention from porn bots on PSN. I've never been popular with fake girls. I feel like that's very poetic somehow, Trickster. I feel like that works on a couple of different levels. There we go. It's a little better. It does. I do like the sense of speed. I feel like when I talk to the chat and he says don't text and drive, like he's directly judging me. Posted a tweet once about Turok and it was being retweeted like crazy. I was like, it got so much traction. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Although I have to say, Turok's really good on the Switch. Like, I got sucked into that for like 2 or 3 hours when I was just gonna capture footage for like 10 minutes. I may hop on Discord to voice chat later. Not sure yet. Right on, man. I may be there. It depends. I'll be streaming for about another hour, maybe a little bit less. And then I may hop in there while I wind down for the evening and maybe play a single-player game just for fun, off-stream. I would really like to start Assassin's Creed 3. But then again, I've also got other games to start on the Switch. Mr. Trickster, you have not been very popular with real girls either. Sorry, man, I had to do it. That's terrible, Excel. Be nice. You be nice to Trickster. You're both regulars. You get along. Fake girls aren't popular anyway. Honest and genuine is always best. 200% agreed, ET. Jaken's in here? Jaken's a fake girl. Where's he at? There he is. I need something at least. Shaken. You crazy kidder. So, oh no, I know you're just kidding. I'm just messing around, Excel. So we came in second. That's improvement. It's just making it team-based is so weird. Shaken only shows up if I switch to live chat. Yes, it's weird. Yes, I have seen John Wick 3 ET. It is magical. Jaken is Juicy Lips. Is he still pro Jaken? Yeah, he is. That is unfortunate. What time are we doing on a way out this weekend, Jaken? Because I can get your voice into the chat now if we do it on Discord. Because I've set everything up upstairs now, so now I have the Xbox One X, the PS4, and the Switch, all with wired connections and all with Discord integration, so... Well, I mean, I guess OBS is, so... I went to the Columbus Zoo today. Probably a good day for it, right? It wasn't real hot today, Samuel. Oh, legit things, though. Guilty. Casper. Yo, what's good, everyone? Casper, how are you doing tonight, man? Thank you for swinging by the stream. I'm garbage at this game, but hopefully you can enjoy some nice conversation and potentially some lightly spoilery Marvel discussion rooted within the realm of Spider-Man Far From Home. Were any pencils earned in the making of John Wick 3? That's... I won't lie, I was looking for that. Pro Juicy Lips. You can get Discord. We doing it on your channel? Yeah, we can, if that's what you'd like. Theoretically, I guess we could... No, because we could only be one person... Well... No, you could do the output from my voice chat channel into your stream, depending on your setup. Theoretically, you could stream your perspective on your channel while I stream my perspective on my channel. That would be actually a weirdly fun thing to do. You would get basically two different perspectives. Well, no, because we can kind of see both screens at the same time, or what both characters are doing in a way out. But that sounds interesting. Project says, I'll behave. Thank you for that, Jaken. That's why you have the wrench. Another Game Collector also made a Discord server, just so you guys and gals know. I think I'm already on his Discord server, aren't I? Zachary? Or am I crazy? No pencils, but a lot of dogs. Yeah, there's a lot going on with dogs. Rex, it's not nice to gossip while the person is not here to defend themselves. What? Who was he gossiping about? Jaken? Jaken's here, he can defend himself. Did he just absorb my missile? I'm getting a little bit better now. Do you like to melt peanut butter and put it on your popcorn? No, that is an abomination. Like people who don't like pineapple on pizza. Abomination. It's delightful. Plus, we both be trying to talk in the chat. It would be hectic. Yeah, that's a good point. We can do it on your channel or my channel. It doesn't much matter to me. As long as I get to spend time with my friend. That's all that matters. Not gonna happen the real Juicy Lips. Howdy, Josh. Stopping by to say hello. Is this John? What's up, man? Hello to you, sir. I love pineapple on pizza. That's what makes you a good person, okay? Just that, Excel. I mean, there are other redeeming qualities, yeah, but that pineapple on pizza thing, top shelf. Oh no, I'm drifting too far into the wall. Rax, I appreciate you being an ardent defender of the language, not barrier. That's not right. Filter? Whatever it is that keeps it somewhere between PG and PG-13. I appreciate that. I'm actually working on a video about things that limit your gaming channel's income, and profanity is definitely on that list. Which I would love to say is rumor and speculation, but they actually put it out on the, what was it? the YouTube community channel officially that they run, where they have the I think his name was Jonathan, the guy that actually heads up like the AdSense division or something, to talk about it. Just finished my cup of coffee. I'm currently having some ginger snaps. Is that supposed to be a ginger joke, ET? Hurtful. It's hurtful. Yeah, pineapple pizza on pizza is great. Jalapenos on pizza is great. There's very little I don't like on pizza, except anchovies, which I don't think anybody truly likes that. I think that's just a practical joke by the pizza industry. Also went to Grater's today. I haven't been to Grater's forever, but I will always prefer Jenny's ice cream to Grater's. How could you go anywhere but Jenny's, Sam? It's a local delicacy. You know this. You're in Columbus. Oh, Rax. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Y2 bots pick up profanity through auto subtitles. That's crazy. Yeah, they're just... And that's the thing. Even by their own admission, like, if you have, like, a single F-bomb or something that you drop, like, in an accidental way, that's not what they look for, apparently, as much as repeated uses of it, specifically in, like, a toxic or aggressive manner is the way I think he described it. In Cord, Zachary Robertson has killed over 1,000 people, my defense. Yeah, but I like pineapple on pizza. He's free to go. Exactly. Completely valid. Gen X, what are you doing tonight, man? You traveling? XL, I know you don't mean that. I bet you've never even had an anchovy. Sean, you can't time people out for pizza for their pizza preferences. All right, I gotta go. Have a good one, Rax. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thank you for keeping an eye on things. I really appreciate it. And can we please finish that collaboration sometime in the next few weeks? That would be super. If you're a huge channel, you're immune to the rules, though, like AVG and cursing. Right, exactly. Like once you're at that level, it doesn't matter. But if you're somebody who's on the the lower end of a subscriber base, absolutely. Rex the Great, bye-byes, homie. Carp, what's going on, man? How was your surgery? Did that go alright? I'm assuming you must be in pretty decent shape if you are hanging out and stream. But, you know, I don't need the full details or anything, but I hope that, you know, no crazy complications and recovery is speedy. And Sean, did you get this game? I see you in here lurking, timing people out for their pizza preferences. I like using ranch instead of tomato sauce on my pizza. I like ranch on pizza, but I don't know if I could completely replace the sauce. I think that would be too far. Too far. No surgery for... You mean you already have one and you don't have another one for a month? Or do you mean like the one you were talking about having isn't for a month and I'm just confused? I have it on pasta. I like it on pizza, candy. I have it on burgers. I have it on everything. I'll put ranch on just about everything. I can't get behind that. Even ranch on pizza that has pineapple on it, it's a weird combo, but it does technically work. There's just, you know, something about the sweet and salty juxtaposed. No Sonic game will ever enter this house. It makes me sad, Sean. I am glad to see you here. Oh, also, I forgot to tell you, this Saturday I don't think I can get together, but what are the following couple of weekends looking like for you, or could I come down there at some point? Zachary Powell, thank you so much for the donation, man. I appreciate that. Again, sending because I'm that kind of a person. Yes, you clearly are. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I will always welcome stream donations, particularly when more and more convention possibilities keep happening. You actually really like... Okay, maybe there are people out there. I had a friend in high school who would always, like, eat... What was it? Anchovies and mustard sauce or something like that? He would just eat them the same way you'd eat like a Snickers bar or something, just constantly. And I was just like, so gross. Or maybe I'm thinking of sardines. Maybe I'm getting them confused. Whatever it was something fishy. Strike says I start my job 6:3, so anytime before then. Well, anytime after then too, right? As long as it's on a weekend, is that true? Or are you just saying during the week you wouldn't be able to do it because of your job? Would anybody in here like to see Sean back on stream over here again sometime? Speaking of which, Sean, if you want to post a link to your Twitch, man, I know you've been streaming over there, but it's a world I'm just not a part of. I feel so bad, because that's like the only place Uncle Strange streams, and I hardly ever remember to go check him out. Occasionally I'll catch like one of Lola's streams over there, or Crow's, but I'm not a part of that world. And Sean, I think when you come over, we should try this game. It's actually pretty competent. I think you should put your hatred for Sonic aside and appreciate a good game. Frozen Gamer, what's up, man? Appreciate you taking the time out of your evening to stop by and watch us do some Team Sonic Racing. I cannot say that correctly. I keep wanting to say Sonic Team, but it's Team Sonic. I don't like this course because the transparency makes it kind of hard to see where the turns are coming up. Not a fan. Whoa! Oh no, I'm not that... There are some, apparently, classes of racers that can burst through heavy objects like that, but Sonic is not one of them. I had a decent lead. Drop Twitch for Mixer. Interesting. Can you tell me more about what drove that decision? Because I am highly ignorant of Mixer, but I've heard a lot of people speaking fondly about it lately, and I'd be curious to know some of the advantages or disadvantages, especially from your perspective. You should try Sonic Colors DS. I don't think I have that. This or Crash. So, Crash Team Racing I've never played, but I'm gonna... Well, I played the original on PlayStation, but only recently in testing the PlayStation Classic for that whole mod video that I made. But I'm very much looking forward to the remake. I think Mixer is Xbox only, isn't it? I don't like this. Oh no.
Nobody saw that, right?
So awful. I keep going in the sludge. It looks like that slime from Ghostbusters 2. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they play all day in the sun. I wish I could be a part of their world. Wait. Disney? Little Mermaid? Is that what just happened? Well played, Taylor. Subtle nod to my childhood. This is like a really, really easy version of Rainbow Road. Yeah. That seems accurate. Sean says nope. Wait, nope to what? Nope to playing Sonic, or nope to Mixer being an Xbox exclusive? Oh, if it's a good... It is a good game, Pros, and don't listen to Sean. Sean enjoys being contrarian. I'm looking forward to Three Houses. I have to, because I decided I was going to give it a shot and try to really love a Fire Emblem game this time. So I went all in and ordered that collector's edition while it was still available. Which it might be available again, I don't know. Let me check Amazon. I'm curious now. Fire Emblem Three Houses Special Edition. So, but you can't hit it from like... So wait, can you stream to Mixer from like OBS or something then? I'm assuming that's what you're saying? Not available on Amazon. Let me check Best Buy. Ooh, that reminds me, I need to order something on Amazon. See, Fire Emblem Three Houses. Last two Sonic Racing games were good. I do have one of them on Vita. I'll talk about Mixer in a sec. Yeah, for sure, man. No rush. Amber says, how are y'all doing today? I am doing excellent. How are you doing today, Amber? It's been a minute. Also, I just realized that I never texted you back. I have thoughts on that, and it's one of those things that just occurred to me at this moment. Because when you said, take my time, I think I was like, okay, and then it just went right on my head. Apologies, that was my mistake. Hey Fabian, would you rather play Mortal Kombat Special Forces twice or deal with your daughter after eating a bag of espresso beans? That's a big question, Sam. I am going to get the normal edition. That steelbook looked really nice, and I don't want to say that I'm entranced by steelbooks for some reason, but Kinda. Amber says, no worries, I know you're a busy guy. You big sweetheart. I appreciate that. Also, just as a reminder for anybody who either has not joined the Discord or has aspirations to at some point for multiplayer, you can hit the Discord right there. And at least for now, this is the only time that I drop the link to the Discord. I don't put it on Twitter. I don't put it in the description of anything. I don't think. So yeah, if you guys have any interest in that, that is how to get in there. Taylor, now I have the Little Mermaid stuck in my head now. I don't know why you did this to me. Just the worst. And actually, speaking of Twitter, if you guys wouldn't mind spreading the word, potentially, that would be helpful. We're in the last hour of the stream, so I'm going to go ahead and send out a tweet real quick to let everybody know that we're still streaming here, in case anybody missed it. And I believe that should have changed my name on Twitter also. God, the Stream Deck is just so handy. What an amazing piece of hardware and software. It's also performed incredibly reliably for over a year at this point. XL Vlog says, do you have a Patreon? Yes, I do have a Patreon. It is... Hopefully this works. Let me double check this link. I haven't added that to Discord yet, but that's a good candidate in case somebody asks in the future. Yes, the YourPlayerTwo Patreon is here. Speaking of sports, this question goes to everybody. Which bad or otherwise poorly received game would you all like to see redone? Ooh, that's a great question, Mr. Trickster. I like it. Which games deserve second chances? Part of me wants to say Kane and Lynch, but I feel like there are better options out there, so I'm not married to that answer. A game that deserves a second chance? How about Blood Rain? Blood Rain hasn't been around in a while, has it? When's the last time we got a Blood Rain game? I actually found the original mildly entertaining. I can't remember... I think it had, what, 2 sequels? It was also the first time I ever heard an F-bomb dropped in a video game, and it blew my mind. Just found Sonic 3 and Knuckles on PC for $10.69 on eBay. Is that a good deal? Again, I'm not familiar with Sonic culture. I'm a stranger in a strange land when it comes to even this kart racing. I kind of like the little quips that Sonic does as you race. I thought it would be annoying, but I actually am okay with it.
Just what I needed. Thanks.
No! No! Watch Dogs wasn't terrible, was it? I liked Watch Dogs. I don't think it needs remade. I lament that I didn't spend more time with Watch Dogs 2, but I really liked the original. I wish I had that special edition, actually. I really liked his mask, and I loved his character design. Plus a futuristic Chicago. And I like the soundtrack, actually, for Watch Dogs. How about Fallout 76? How about no, Taylor? Stop trying to make Fallout 76 happen. It's never going to happen. I know there was a 2D Blood Rain game released a few days back, but the first game had potential. I thought it did. James Bigney, welcome back, man. How you doing tonight? Oh, no. Not where I wanted to be. Am getting Guilty Gear XX accent today. Nice. Congrats. I've heard about 76. Here. Howdy, James Bigney. Getting tired. Night. Have a good night, Samuel. I appreciate you hanging out and stopping by the stream early, man. Hope you have a good one. I have a Guilty Gear that was gifted to me by Lola. And sadly, it's still in the backlog, so just don't ever tell her. Don't ever let her know. Anybody who hangs out with Lola and Brackaman and Maiko and that whole crew. Maro. Sushi Fairy. Good evening, First Gamer. Still behind the Guilty Gear series, but I love X and Double X. Venom's my boy. Wait, you talking about? Wait, we're back to Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Blood Rain was awesome. Played it on Xbox demo disc. YourPlayerTwo. Yeah, I mean, it was fun for what it was. Like, I imagine it's pretty dated and doesn't hold up particularly well today, but, you know, I liked it. I feel like it's a series that, if it got a modern coat of paint and they reworked some of the original mechanics, I think that would be a fun game to revisit. Sure, why not? I mean, when they redid Tomb Raider, I thought that was a phenomenal update. Oh. Oh, I probably needed a better boost for that. It wasn't terrible at all. I really liked it, but the main people it was the downgrading graphics, so make them better. Fair enough. But I should be done with any chores and such tonight. That's a good thing. Oh, come on. I need to see if I can find Guilty Gear, XRD. That game helped me through a rough patch. You know what? There have been a few games I can think of in my history that helped me through a rough patch. I think it was Lady Pelvic that had put this out on Twitter. This was like a few weeks ago, I think. And my response to that was, again, Final Fantasy X. That was the game that helped me get over my anxiety of living here in Columbus, a much bigger city than the small town that I'm from. Oh, you're talking about Venom from Guilty Gear? Yeah, I'm just not familiar enough with the series, man. I was very confused there for a second. There's only one Venom in my book. Well, technically two, the villain Venom and then the more recent, Flash Thompson incarnation. Yes, I do have rewards for Patreon, and I actually will be shipping out a new round of those soon. Although I've not had to do international shipping yet, but you know what? I will absolutely do it. The physical rewards are stickers and buttons. I don't think I can ship candy internationally, but sometimes candy.
Thanks, guys.
Not sure about the Marvel Universe. What's your opinion on it? My opinion on it? I think the Marvel Universe, I think people are really underestimating it right now. I think people are like, oh, well, it can only go down from here. They've, you know, already addressed the big threat with Endgame, which I won't spoil anything here. But it's, you know, I think they're just about to crack it wide open. I think based on the information that gets revealed, which, again, was purported to be true by the directors from Far From Home, it's going to open up... I mean, if you thought the Marvel Universe was at all intimidating or complex now, if you were someone who only dabbled in that world, it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. And that's great for hardcore fans, and probably, you know, off-putting for people who are only anecdotally familiar with the entire breadth of the MCU. YourPlayerTwo, thanks for the feedback on Discord. You're very welcome, James. No problem at all. I think it's a good logo, and I think it communicates what you're trying to do there. That would be really my only concern, is just, like, scaling. That was something else that, you know, when Jason designed the YourPlayerTwo logo, which I'll drop the link to that, which is, you know, I'm trying not to be shamelessly self-promotional with the whole shirts thing, but I really am proud of the work that I did on that video, because I feel like I really got to showcase Jason's work in an interesting way, because the dude's just incredible. But one of the things he pointed out, because he has a background in graphic design and branding and that kind of thing, is that when you think about a logo, one of the things you want to try to do is to make sure that it works at different sizes. So this was the video from today where, you know, we did launch 3 YourPlayerTwo shirts today, but he, you know, basically advocates for just like clean, simple designs that can scale and be used in a variety of different mediums, whether that's like physically for, you know, like pamphlets, business cards, mugs, promotional items, or things like that, or super big if you had to put it on a billboard, for example. So something to consider. But you know, as far as like the imagery that you chose, I thought it was completely appropriate, which I won't spoil it here if you're trying to keep that under wraps, but you know what I meant from the Discord. Ripme, what's up, man? Oops, my browser closed. No worries, Trickster. It happens. The candy here sucks, especially American candy. What kind of candy do you like? Because personally, I'm a fan of fruitier candy than chocolate. Like, if you gave me, like, the option of, like, a Hershey's bar or a bag of Twizzlers, I would take the Twizzlers every time. Or Airheads. Huge fan of Airheads. YourPlayerTwo dropping links and taking names. Doing my best. Doing my best. Amber, I'm trying to keep spoiler-free about Endgame, but still loved... Oh, wait, Amber, what did you say a minute ago? Backing up through the chat here. It was something about the MCU, and I can't find it. Amber, just say it again. Other social medias have been distracting me all day, every day, and I never want to turn off my notifications. That's one of the things that I try to do, is periodically disable them. I'm not great at it. But usually on Sundays, you know, that's when I go to church, try to chill out a little bit. And that's usually a day where I try to stay off Twitter and YouTube and Instagram unless I'm just like, commenting on other people's videos and stuff like that. Because everyone needs some time to unplug every now and then, and maybe it's technically bad business strategy for the brand. As somebody who's trying to take this channel to a full-time place someday, maybe it's a horrible plan for me to take a day off once a week, but I don't know, I think there's a healthy balance there, and I'll still stream games for fun because I can justify that under a day of rest, but I don't know. I have cool friends on Discord that play zombies with me. I got another one that'll play World War II. Nice, man. World War Z and, Black Ops Zombies were both on the vote tonight, but they could not beat out Team Sanic. He was an indomitable blue furry force. I love American candy. Where I live is garbage. Well, that's the thing. Like, you would not be the first international person I've met from YouTube who has an eye towards American sweets. We do it right, okay? And we are a country of walking heart attacks because our food is horrible, but it's also super tasty. But as I understand it, to foreign palates, I know that's kind of a bad thing sometimes. Apparently our food is super oversaturated with things like sodium and salt, so people come here and they eat it, and they're just like, how do Americans eat this stuff? I couldn't tell you why. It's just so good. We've been conditioned to do it. Twitch is oversaturated and it's impossible for someone to climb up when you are so far down the page. I assume that your prospects are better on Mixer. Is that what you're saying? No, I don't think it is YourPlayerTwo. Everyone needs a day off. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, that's tough for me because that's why the shirt, man. Work hard, play hard. Because I need that message as much as I like the idea of providing it, as encouragement to other people. It's so tempting to just stay on that grind 24/7 with YouTube. And if you're somebody who works a full-time job too, man, it can be exhausting. But that's the one thing that I've noticed is that whenever I do take time for myself, whenever I do take that break, even if like guilt sets in and the part of me that loves to be like a go-getter or productive really fights hard to just not take a day off. The work is always better when I come back after taking a day off. Like, I may have technically been able to do less work because I took that time, but the work I do when I come back is always better. Mostly PC exclusive, so probably not the right audience. I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I'm sure there are some console gamers here who also like PC games, man. Go ahead and drop the link to it, man. You can actually drop a hyperlink in here because you're a mod, Sean. Go for it, man. You've been on this channel long enough. Would it be alright to add your Patreon link to chat for others to check out if they want to? Yeah, that's fine, Zach. I don't mind that at all. Or are you asking me if I'll put it in there again for Patreon? Oak City, what's up, man? How are you doing this evening? Hello to Chatsville. What's up, Oak City? Not another game collector? Yes! Yes, it is Oak City. The one, the only. The resident kings of games that you would find perhaps less than desirable.
Man, that's embarrassing.
Come on. Was I in first place, then I lost it? That's probably the best I've done in this whole game tonight. I'm at the point of no return. I used to be insecure about the whole thing, but now I'm like, have fun, die soon. Okay, I can appreciate, body positivity, being comfortable with yourself, but maybe don't take the mentality of die soon. Too extreme, too far. So actually, I forgot I have to be a mod to add links to the chat. Oh, I'll drop it in there again in a minute, man. I don't know that anybody needs a link to Patreon right now, do they? Amber says, looks like you need more room on your chat viewing thingy. Josh, stuff's getting buried. It is. And that's a problem that I'll have to address at some point. Not quite yet, but probably sooner rather than later. So also all the stuff you get with Saints Row. Yeah, you get so much DLC stuff that unlocks like 10 minutes into that game. It's nuts. It's just like a string of extra content, and all the costumes and stuff look great. I read hello to Chatsville and my inner wrestling fan immediately thought, welcome to Dudleyville? Help me, Trickster. I don't know wrestling that isn't Big Boss Man or Jake the Snake. It's happening already? You're getting too popular? I don't think that I am. I think I have a small crew of friends like to hang out, and that is just dandy. You know, whenever it's time for the channel to grow, that's when it will grow, and I will deal with those problems then. Adrian is not another game collector. Not another game collector is Adrian, right, man? I'm also well, thank you for asking. It's good to hear you are well. Whew. So what do you guys think of Team Sanic so far? Team Sanic Racing. Again, the mechanics are interesting. I think you should play with me when you come over, Sean. I think that would be a good thing. Or maybe we could play it over your place, and you could have me on your stream. I could be a guest. I wouldn't embarrass you. Do I have a history doing that? No, I don't. Mostly. Except for that one honeymoon picture of us on the plane. That was that was embarrassing. Why call him Adrian? Well, his name's Adrian. That would be why. Finkel's Einhorn. That's Ace Ventura. Amber, he's always been this poplar. Yes. Josh's card from actual wood. Yes, with a hardy grain, I would like to add. Focus on Lost Bits has made it easier for me having a full-time job and main focus on my channel. It's easier to make than other types of videos. Sharp focus is what does it, man. You know, even now, like I have, in year 1 of YourPlayerTwo, that sounds weird, but you know, I was kind of doing helpful YouTube videos that were kind of general YouTube help videos, and then, you know, sort of general sort of video game things. I still haven't cracked exactly the video game content I'm putting out beyond the live streams, but I have noticed that on Mondays, keeping it very centered on not just stuff for people who do YouTube, but people who do YouTube specifically in the gaming space seems to be a better path this year. And it's been more fulfilling for me as well, because I feel like I know the audience that I'm creating for, and I hope that I can continue to grow it and provide things that are useful to people. Team Sanic is like a kick in the pants. Indeed. Oak City Gamers, 1,000x more popular than I am, that's for sure. Amber, you would clean up on this platform. The fact that you're not on here is completely distressing to me. That sounded more critical of myself than it was supposed to be. Same with you, Amber. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Not as disappointed as I am in Taylor playing Fallout 76, but still, I'm not happy. So next says, I'm hopefully going to try to play Persona 4 Golden again. You are going to love that. Well, you already know if it's again. I stopped playing for a bit after I missed Marie's dungeon due to not getting her social link up to rank 10. Yeah, I must have actually gotten that done, because I'm pretty sure I got the best ending you could get in Persona 4. He's never going to be dark and surly enough to crack the vampire crowd. They'll never get on board. That's not true. I would be delightful to some vampires, unless that's a whole crack of me being a soulless ginger sort of thing, in which case, maybe not? I don't know. I mean, plus, they avoid the sun, I avoid the sun. We would have so much in common. I have sparkly skin and, you know, poofy hair. Just like Batman. Tark's Gauntlet's here. How goes life, dude? I didn't mean to scream my question. No, it's fine, man. Scream away, Tarks. Life goes well, man. How about you? Anything fantastical and exciting happening in your world? Ooh. I got flattened by a pinball. This one time at band camp. Oh man, that's taking a turn. Why does this look like Roulette Road? I'm not sure. Again, I still don't understand all the items in this game. I will say it does feel good. Like, the fundamentals of the kart racing feel good. I'm only confused by the item mechanics and sort of keeping track of the team. That's tough. But I have an ultimate I can use. I'm trying to gain some ground here. It's been super busy. Just spent 7 days working on my day job straight. Just finished editing for the night. Time to relax. Yeah, dude, definitely relax. I've been basically just back and forth the day job, and then, you know, like, I have not been scheduled out for a few weeks now, so I'm just playing catch up basically every couple of days, trying to get content out for the Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos. But I have a 3-day weekend coming up because of Memorial Day. My goal is to work through Saturday and Sunday, and then earnestly take Monday off. And maybe just stream for like 10 hours, something that I'm fun, just like a chill stream, but just, you know, one that goes forever. That might be neat. Yes, I have seen Clockwork Orange. It's an amazing movie, if not completely disconcerting. I mean, kind of a downer, right? But Kubrick's a genius. Or, I guess was. Do you remember Sonic Transformed? Was that the one? I don't know that I do remember Sonic Transformed. Casual, what's going on, man? Thank you for swinging by. Do you remember their tracks, their characters, their item? No. Oh my god, made it, Morrow. I'm so glad you made it. What are you doing tonight? Are you playing more Monster Hunter World without me? I can't be carried if I don't show up to play. But I am glad to be a part of Daniel's Daniel's carrying people crew in the game. Although I might be able to play this weekend a little bit. Although I do have to play A Way Out with Jaken. Set in Sean Connery. No, I can't do a Sean Connery. I'm not. Nope. Not gonna do it. The most American of games, ketchup. That sounds foul. Oh, I like this item. It's just Bullet Bill, rebranded. Eagle! I think that's what he said. That's good. Now, I have no more boost left, but at least I'll make it up to 4th place, it looks like. This is the final lap, isn't it? Yep. Hey, Catch, I know I had to go out and get run about and get graduation stuff for my brother's side. What a mess. Well, hopefully it wasn't too much of a mess, and congrats to your brother. Why does this look fun? I want it because it's super fun, and it gets better the more you play it. I was skeptical at first, but the mechanics are starting to become a little bit better for me. Even if it is very distinctive from Mario Kart, despite looking very similar, it stands on its own. I've been playing and got past the Poke quest already. Show off. I did that, but I had to get Daniel to help me with it. Zachary. What's this to be playing this on? I just picked one of these up for the Vita. It's not the Vita one. I thought it was the Vita one, but it's not. This is for the Nintendo Switch, my friend. Heck yeah, beat up that bouquet. It's from Rising Sun, Sean Connery, Wesley Snipes. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Tia Carrera. Freaking Ray. I'm sorry, I'm not like. Occasionally I can't remember, you know, every single bit of cinema the way you can. We're not all blessed with your super stellar memory, Oak City. I apologize. Amber says, you know what would be nice if there were 2 chats of some sort? One normal one, and one specifically talking to the person streaming you. There is. It's in the Discord, Amber. Again, right here, if anybody's curious, if you would like to join the YourPlayerTwo Discord and get on voice chat at some point, doable. Thank you, Josh. I just hope it's not raining tomorrow, because that would suck since it's outside. That would suck. Outdoor graduations are not fun. Graduations really are not fun in general, right? I mean, they're usually pretty boring. You have to wait for like 2 or 3 hours. If it's a college graduation, especially at a big university like OSU, what a nightmare. It's like 4 hours in the sun waiting for one person to get a diploma. Gross. It's just like how weddings ruin the summertime, right? That's terrible. It's really a curse. I don't doubt it, man. Tia Carrera, did we fall through a wormhole into the... Yes, we did. Wait, did Tark say something else? I love Puke's design. Sorry, I thought you said something else, Tark, so I missed it. I can appreciate somebody with a good mind for movies. And everybody I know is only 20 and hasn't heard of anything I've seen. That's got to be humbling. I would like to go back and watch some 90s action movies at some point soon, though. Just make a whole day out of it. And I would want to watch things like, again, like the Turtles movies, or Three Ninjas Kick Back, or Demolition Man, or The Rock. That was 90s, right? Like 1996, 1997, I want to say. Sacred Passes, I've been soloing all of my quests so far in full sets of Jagras armor for me and my Palico, and Jagras Edge, 1 for my weapon. Very nice. Don't you Alanis Morissette? Here, Mr. Trickster. No, actually, I mean, it's hard not to love her, right? Especially Jagged Little Pill, Alanis Morissette. Modern Alanis Morissette, no idea. Or Dogma, Alanis Morissette. That was amazing. She played Big Man himself, well, so to speak. Yeah, I honestly just about can't go to a Taco Bell without thinking of Demolition Man. Like, I'm half tempted to make like a the three shells joke to, you know, whoever takes my order for tacos, but based on the fact that they're probably also too young to remember it, it's really quite humbling, you know, being 100 years old. The Rock was the 90s, Demolition Man was amazing. Yeah, it was. Actually, another movie that I kind of want to watch again was The One with Jet Li, which I think came out in 1999 or just at 2000, maybe. That was a fun movie. And so was, what was it? Equilibrium? Is that what I'm thinking of? Christian Bale? Where he did, like, gun tonfas or whatever? Is it Equilibrium, or am I thinking of something else? I'm not sure. Triple Sue's Secret of the Use is my favorite. It's hard not to like Toka and Razor. They are fun. She played the Alanis Morissette upstairs. Exactly. Demolition Man is not only the best Wesley Snipes movie, it's also the best Sylvester Stallone movie. Ooh, do we want to say that? Do we want to say things we can't take back? The one I think was 2001, Love the Concept. Choreography was awesome. Also, it closed on a popper. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Gosh, I haven't thought about Papa Roach forever. Matrix was kind of the first, Oh, yeah. Yeah, Matrix was before the one. Those two were pre-gun kata show. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Tonfa instead of kata. Hope you're enjoying my game. Sonic, the man himself, so to speak, with your terrifying human legs in your movie form. But yeah, it's a whole lot of fun. I enjoyed it immensely. Equilibrium, it was Fahrenheit 451 with more guns. Rocket loses? I don't know, man. What's the worst Stallone movie you ever saw? Wasn't he in a movie that was pretty bad called... Wait. Was it Get Carter, or was that a Mel Gibson movie and I'm getting confused? Papa Roach is a not-so-guilty pleasure that... Early Linkin Park. I didn't like their latest stuff as much, but I can't deny, like, you know... I absolutely like, you know... oh, help me, Tarks. I'm so bad at remembering things when it comes to Chad. Hybrid Theory? I think. I think the race is going really well this time. So Ninja just had an epiphany. Yes, the worst Stallone movie. Hey! I think that might be the first time I got first place tonight. If I say Papa Roach at work, people would just look at me in confusion. It's sort of sad, isn't it? Probably the same. Well, I don't even know if Evanescence is still around either. All I know is that I did like Evanescence for a brief moment, and what really drove that home, and I'm ashamed to say it, is the movie Daredevil. Like the movie Daredevil, which even though it was terrible, I loved and would watch like, you know, half a dozen times a year because I love the character. Hybrid Theory and Meteor were LP's LP's best two albums. I would agree. Like, I don't know, as time went on, I'm not gonna say that it was objectively terrible or anything. It just wasn't my style. I wasn't really into it. Hybrid Theory was their first album, unless I'm mistaken. I didn't see Stallone as the bad guy in Spy Kids. I never saw Spy Kids. Corlossus, what's up, man? Evanescence is not around because Amy Lee tried to branch out on her own. How'd that go for her? I'm assuming not well, would be my guess. Evanescence is still around. Their 2016 album was pretty decent. Oh, right on, man. I will probably check that out. But it feels like it should be a guilty pleasure. Like, they're one of those bands, like, not quite Nickelback status, but it's like the kind of band that you don't really advertise that you're into. I mean, unless you're on a live stream, I guess. But, yeah, they just always had that sort of vibe to me. It's like I live in San Angeles. Really am liking this game. What do you mean just from seeing it played, Mario? If so, you should get it, and we should race together. I picked up a few Switch games lately. My Time at Porsche, still haven't started. Sniper Elite V2, which I wasn't going to, but then I broke down. They just released an album this year, too, called Synthesis, I think. Geez, well, I'm kind of glad to hear that they're still making music. Wait, you like which movie, Adrian? Are you talking about Daredevil? Because the director's cut is way better. Director's cut, you get Coolio. Also, I did go to like a 90s hip-hop concert with a friend like last year or the year before, and it had like Salt and Peppa and Coolio and Vanilla Ice was there. And it was kind of cool, right? Like if you grew up in the 90s or late 80s to see all of them again, but then it was also sort of sad because it was not by any stretch of imagination a sold-out arena. It was plenty of seating left. Mario Kart, what's up, man? I'm playing now. I'm really liking it. Well, jump in if you want, man. Go for it. Don't start My Time at Porsche yet. It's so light. They patched it, though. It's supposed to be better, Morrow. The worst Stallone films were the ones he was known as the Italian stallion, the movies from before he was a real actor. You think... Oh, wait. Okay. Sorry. That took me a minute to piece that together. Stallone's always good when he can ham. He cuts it up. He's a consummate, a true actor. Yeah, I still liked Affleck's Daredevil. Is it as good as, the Daredevil that we have on Netflix? No, not by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, it was like 16 years ago. Oh god. But still, it has its charms, right? Like his sonar vision, the way they did that, I thought was kind of neat. And I thought, I'm sorry, like, don't get me wrong, I mean, D'Onofrio is amazing as Kingpin. But I have to say, if I'm being honest, I really liked Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin too. I thought he killed it. I mean, that's a dude who just had like the weight and presence that a character like Kingpin would have demanded. He was like, "What happened? Did someone push me?" Hopping on, awesome, man. I don't know if you can just join me in matchmaking as a friend or if I have to create like a private room for it, but. If I do have to create a private room, I don't think we have enough people to do a private room. I think a lot of people wanted to see this game play, but I don't think a lot of people had it to actually play. Unless Morrow gets it digital and jumps in, huh, Morrow? Huh? You could be racing with Team Sanic. No, I'll create a lobby after this one's done. Can you not just join me though, like Mario Kart style, where it'll just drop you into matchmaking with me? I see Rob Regal's on playing some Smash Bros. I will make a lobby in a second.
Hey, who needs your bacon save?
Josh, you can have your likes, others may call it a guilty pleasure. Feel no guilt. I'll always feel a little bit of guilt. I just can't help it. Michael Clark Duncan, rest in peace, wasn't. He really was. Came in first, and now I'm going to come in like 15th because I can't stop falling off the edge of the map. I never judge. I'm not empowered by the state. Fair. I think I first said that state, like a state of mind or something. That was a nice little boost. Oh nope! I fall off of that curve every time. And after all that, it only took me to like 10th. No, I can't. Okay, yeah, I'll make one. I'm on the last lap now, Mario. You know, I'm not a fan of Sonic, but I really want this game, and my birthday is coming up. So, Josh, when's your birthday, Mario? My favorite D'Onofrio role was probably the... I never saw the cell. That was one with J-Lo, right? I was always curious about it because it looked visually very interesting based on what I saw in the trailer. I never saw that movie. I live in the sewers with Dennis Leary. Nice. Is this how you drive in real life, Josh? No, I drive much worse than this in real life. Chris Levi, what's up, man? Falling off curves is my specialty. You should see me play Mario Kart. It's a disaster. You can always play on stream, Amber. That's what it's here for. Alright, let me get out of here and start a room so I can try to race with Mario, which seems like heresy, right? Having Mario jump in for some, Team Sonic racing. My birthday is May 27th. Hold on, I'm putting that on my calendar. Usually when I learn other YouTubers' birthdays, I try to keep track of it, but I don't always succeed. So your birthday's on a Monday. Tomorrow's birthday. Add time. More options. Repeats annually. Alright, Morrow. I should theoretically never forget your birthday. J-Lo and Vince Vaughn dragged the movie down a bit, but man, visually and conceptually, the movie is amazing. Some of the subject matter is heavily disturbing, though. Interesting. For you to tell me heavily disturbing when I know that you have been a fan of films that I would find disturbing, that seems really, really telling. Alright, I'm going to make that private room now, Mario. Chris Levi says, just stop by to say hi and like it up, doing my thing, but showing support. I appreciate it, man. I think it's always Memorial Day. If it's always the... What is that? Is Memorial Day always on May 27th? That can't be right, can it? Create custom lobby. Alright, here we go. So I made a lobby. I'm going to pick a different character. I'm going to go with Shadow because I would like to be edgy. Hugh, thank you, Josh. So kind. I do what I can. Don't always get it right, but I try. Maybe Gary Busey's less nuts than he puts on. Just wait, no, that wasn't. It wasn't Gary Busey in. Oh, what's that movie? Help me out with all the bugs. Starship Troopers. That was his son, wasn't it? Wasn't that Jake Busey? I've got Nicholas. Is anybody else jumping in here? If not, I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, start it? Like, I don't know if we can matchmake together like this, but I'll try. Let's see if I can pick a different track. There's a fair amount of tracks here. Guess I'll try Ocean View. Some of the visuals in Cell give way to some holy shit. That's good. Well, that's the thing. I can appreciate movies that go for some visual splendor, even if they're not the best movies technically. How do I ready up? Team race. Let's do normal instead of hard. Minimum teams 4 rules, regular, mirror tracks, disabled. Plus to start game. There we go. I'll be curious to see. I guess we're just going to race AI opponents then. And then I can probably do 1 or 2, and then I'm going to have to get off here and go take care of the puppy and start winding down for the evening. All good, you have to ready up. I think it was Jake and Start. I think it was. Also, another movie he was in, I think we've talked about this before, Tarks, was with John Cusack, Identity. I love that movie. I thought that was just a really underappreciated sort of gem of a movie. I also remember that Gary Busey played one of the few decently adjusted characters in Fear and Loathing. That's kind of funny, because that movie was chock full of completely maladjusted characters. I've been getting too many dang limited run games for Switch. I haven't bought a standard release for it in a hot minute. I can actually understand that, Casual. I actually bought the Luminous Collector's Edition. It should be here by Friday. I'm really excited to get it. Sadly, I was not able to get the Super Collector's Edition or whatever with the light-up box. I tried, but it was already sold out, which kills me. But I did get the one with the vinyl, which is great, because I love the soundtrack for Luminous. It's one of my favorite games. And I still think it's better than Tetris. Alright, so Nicholas, we're on a team together, so that's fun. Do all the characters have little voice clips like that? I hope so. Shadow had a gun, didn't he? He was a cop in Fear and Loathing. And then Tobey Maguire was in... he was the hitchhiker, wasn't he? In the desert? In Fear and Loathing? A really weird-looking Tobey Maguire? I love Fear and Loathing. I have a love-hate relationship with John Cusack. He's not a great actor, but at the same time, he's a great actor. He's one of those actors who I think it falls under the category of, like Johnny Depp. And my buddy described it as, Johnny Depp is not a great actor necessarily, but he's a great performer. Like in that, he can, sort of be a chameleon, step into like a billion different, radically different kinds of roles and do a great job with it. But he's not necessarily the best actor. And I think that made sense. Alright, Tobey Maguire is just sort of weird, Sean, to be fair. But he's also great for Raimi memes, which I appreciate immensely. I like Raimi memes more than prequel memes. That's more your domain, Sean. The hippie hitchhiker, right. Yes, Sean, just Tobey Maguire. Although there are weirder actors out there. Like, I would say, like, Crispin Glover, he's a weirdo. Has anyone here played Tokyo Xanadu? Discart sent me the collector's edition link for that. Tarks, have you played it? That seems like a game that would be something I would find on your channel. Answer me this, is it worth $29 for the fancy collector's edition for that, if I decide to pursue it? Because that's how cheap it is on Amazon right now. Or I'm wondering if it's going to be a game like Mighty Number 9 that is not necessarily worth the price of admission, even if you can get it at a steep discount. Johnny Depp doesn't play many ground-up roles, but he makes exaggerated ones feel real. That's pretty good talent there. That's a much better way to describe it. I don't know if I like racing as Shadow as much as Sonic. I feel like Forrest Whitaker never gets due credit. It's weird because I know he's taken on bigger roles, but like it seems like in the early, like the 90s and 2000s, I feel like he played a lot of background because he was in, what was that movie with Jodie Foster, Panic Room? That was a late 90s, early 2000 release, right? And then also, was he in Battlefield Earth with Travolta? I think he was. I played the Vita version of Tokyo Xanadu, thought the game was average. PS4 version seems to fix the story though, and the collector's edition is incredible, would buy just for the pack of cards inside. Okay. That's an endorsement I can get behind. Talk to me about Atelier Lulua? Buyer pass. Asia, what's up, man? How are you doing? I assume you've also been monster hunting? I think I would like to forget about Battlefield Earth, but I don't think, because like my dad called me the other day, and he was like, hey, guess what I watched? I was like, what did you watch? He was like, I was watching Battlefield Earth. I was like, why? You could watch literally like hundreds of other movies that we have. Why would you pick Battlefield Earth? Sean, you want to see Urcha Gaming about that one? Fair enough. I was thinking the other day about how we needed more Thomas Jane too. We do need more Thomas Jane. You know what? I liked his Punisher. I'll say it. Not as much as John Barenthal, but still. Let's try a different character. Let's try Silver. Wow. Silver's car looks like Tron. I like that. Alright, let's do it. I was thinking about how we need more Thomas Jane. Yes, he was in Battlefield Earth, but he was also in Last King of Scotland. Haven't seen it, Tarks. Can't speak of that one. Aisha, help me! Are you having Aisha carry you now, Morrow? That's Daniel's job. He's the one who's supposed to carry us in Monster Hunter. I got so much hate. I gotta wonder if it's warranted. All I can remember is John Travolta with dreadlocks screaming about humans eating rats. That's all I can remember. My Arrow 100 is too hard. I think watching paint dry would be better than watching Battlefield Earth. Battlefield Earth hurts the neck to watch. No shame in that I liked him as Frank too. He was alright as Frank. Yes, I had fun as well, Mario. I mean, I can post it and I'll stay in camp because I don't want to die. You carry Daniel? I just assume Daniel is phenomenal at it. Because Lola was like, I will have Daniel carry me. And I was like, well, I should probably follow her lead. Daniel's still low level, Josh. Whenever 100, I'm dealing with tempered monsters. That sounds terrible. That's a game that I'm only going to play when I can hang out with you guys. This Toxic Cloud seems like a really... a really unfair thing to use on people. Or Wisp.
Never challenged us.
Is that about 80 Amin? Yep, you lost me, Morrow. I like the Tron car too. And I actually liked the follow-up Tron movie, even if digital Jeff Bridges looked a little weird. I think I just liked the Flynn's arcade scene more than anything. I think I watched the movie just for that. Well, that and Daft Punk, that was pretty incredible. I really liked that they had a cameo and they did a bang-up job with the score. Even if you hated that movie, that score was phenomenal. Not doing too shabby right now. The world needs more digital Jeff. Or wait, Jeff Daniels or Jeff Bridges? Jeff Bridges was in Tron, not Jeff Daniels, right? Jeff Daniels would be from The Martian or Dumb and Dumber, going back a ways, right? The original Tron can be kind of hard to watch right now, but it's still fun, in like a hokey sort of way. And you have to remember, like, the effects at the time were apparently just, like, mind-boggling the same way, like, you know, when people saw, like, what, 1.4 megabyte floppy disk, they were like, what will you do with all that space? That's one of the things that definitely makes me feel old, is I remember, like, my first year of college having a 32 megabyte thumb drive, and thinking that was the coolest thing. Oof. I was doing good. My bomb should have hurt on some people, though. Too many Jeffs, yes. Jeff Goldblum love, yes, forever. I still haven't seen the new Jurassic Park yet. I heard it wasn't as good as the last one. I heard it wasn't as good as, what was it, Jurassic World? I'm not opposed to seeing it, though, and it's funny, like, going back and watching Jurassic Park even today, I think the special effects in that hold up pretty well. I think that's one of the movies that is an awesome example to point to for the validity of, you know, using digital effects sparingly, and, you know, an argument for practical effects. 'Cause they use a fair amount of practical effects in that, as I recall, like the Triceratops scene and everything, like when it was pooping. That was practical, I think. He'll always be a hideous fly man to me. Yeah. Yeah. It's still disturbing. Terrifying.
Great work, guys.
World was fun but vacuous, just popcorn entertainment. Now The Fly, that's a movie. It's weird, even just looking at a little bit of The Fly, like I pulled up some of the images here from that movie to try to remember it. I don't know, that kind of body horror look or whatever makes me want to watch The Thing again. Indeed. Let's do it. Let's do one more. Let's do one more race, Nicholas. Then I'm gonna call it for the night. But let's do a different track. Any preference? Please don't say an ice one. I hate the ice ones. Booze House, Clockwork Pyramid, Haunted Castle, Thunderdeck. Thunderdeck does look cool, actually. Daft Punk scoring Tron 2 is one of the things that got me into Synthwave. I tend to look to you for more information on Synthwave, Taylor. Gotta love Cronenberg, no doubt. The original Jurassic Park, though, I borderline ugly cry when I hear the complete theme. That's so great. How many tracks are there? Roulette Wheel, is that the one you want? Or you want the Thunderdeck? It looks like there are, what, 3 in each? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 21 tracks. We can do Thunder. I don't think I've done Thunderdeck. I'm not sure. I've been recording all of this, although it's another situation where I'm guessing. Oh wait, hold on. Let me pick it up a racer.
I'm so excited.
Alright, let's go for Tails. He's a technique type. Yeah, so I'm guessing like 21 tracks. The Fly came out in 1986, now I'm like fascinated with it. What games do you have on your PlayStation Classic, your Player 2? I put a fair amount on there. Uh-oh, I think I lost... Oh, there it is, it's coming back. I turn to Cronenberg when I feel like my stomach isn't upset enough. Right. I still have the original ones that were from the PlayStation Classic video that I made, and then I haven't added any more since then because I've just been playing other things. But I mean, there's basically an endless world of PlayStation 1 games you can add to that thing fairly easily. I was born a year after The Fly came out. So you were born in 87, is that right then? I was born in 84. And my birthday is coming up in 2 weeks, I think. Which I'm trying not to think about. I do like the look of this track. Right on, Zachary. Yeah, if you want to chat with somebody in there, go for it, man. I may be in there, but I will definitely be winding down for the night, so we'll see. I think I could use that cube to block something. Ugh. Ah, joke's on you, I didn't have any rings to lose. Oh, that bomb was not well placed. February 17th, 87. I will have to make a note of it. I feel like Tails handles a little bit better than Sonic. Oh, come on. Ooh. It's weird. I just naturally gravitate towards shiny things and assume they're power-ups, but they're not. They're just hazards here. Music's not bad either. Hey, I made it across that time. That was probably cool as miles per hour rolls eyes. Sure, it's a little ham-fisted, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, I think the team mechanic is really quite fun in this game. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but still good. Oh no! That power-up did nothing for me. I should wait till I was grouped up more. Eagle! Guess I got the rival. I didn't either until I was watching a retrospective on Sonic a few years ago. Believe it or not, the whole movie is somehow on YouTube completely uncut. Which movie? Oh no. Oh no! I thought it would go away before I got to the jump. Unfortunate. Messed the movie called Der Ankle Melancholy or something like that. I don't know German. Don't watch that gross out garbage. I think the grossest movie I've ever... what is the grossest movie I've ever seen? It's weird, like, I think one of the ones that was most unsettling to me in terms of, like, making me sort of sick to my stomach wasn't truly a body horror movie, except for technically one scene, and I think that was Requiem for a Dream. That movie really was disturbing to me. In terms of just, like, gross out stuff, like, I don't know, trauma films will do it. I think one of the only ones that I remember aside from what Toxic Avenger would be, like, Poultry Guys. That was pretty disgusting. I enjoy horror, but I have my limits. Also, although I did enjoy I Saw the Devil. Not familiar. Never saw Human Centipede. I had no need to see the Human Centipede. I'm perfectly fine living out the rest of my days without that experience being part of my life. I don't know that it's worth it for me, so. I will command the Nicholas. I love me some trauma. Requiem is a soul crusher, man. Like I watched that, and I was in high school, and I've been drinking with some of my friends, and they were like, "Oh, let's watch Requiem for a Dream." And by the end of it, I was like, "This is disgusting." Like I can't, especially what happens to Jared Leto's character. I was just like, "God, that's so disturbing and gross to me." It is definitely fun, Mario. Like I think it's solid, Nick. Some art is disturbing solely for the sake of being disturbing. It's mean-spirited and not life-affirming at all. I could see that. I saw the first Hulk movie and got sick. Yeah, I saw some movie coming out. What is it, Gemini? That new movie, Gemini, where it's like Will Smith versus Will Smith. And it's like from the visionary director, Ang Lee. And I can't hear Ang Lee without thinking about the first Hulk. I'm like, I don't know about that. Well, not the first Hulk, but you know what I mean. I'm not sure the first Centipede isn't comedy. The second one definitely kicked things up a notch. So The Devil is a Korean revenge film. What more needs to be said? There was a really disturbing film that I watched. What was it? I wonder if it's that one that Muzz maybe watched for time, about a girl who basically did a number on this dude with some piano wire, as I recall. It was like a really disturbing kind of like horror drama style movie. I'll have to ask him to remember what the name of it was. I think it was a Korean film. Will Smith versus Carlton? Right. Bad Boys 3? I'm all over that. That I am excited for. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. I'm going to go chill out for the rest of the night, make sure the puppy's doing okay, and, you know, just kind of relax. Let me see, is there anybody we should raid right now? Who's streaming? I'm sure maybe somebody else is playing Sanic. It looks like Rax is streaming. You guys want to go hang out with Rax? He's streaming N64 games right now. Does that sound good to you guys? It looks like he's playing GoldenEye right now. That is awesome. And he's got Yellow Kazoo over there, Abaddon. Yeah, let's go ahead and raid him. Core Losses, thank you so much for the donation. Man, you didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. If you guys want to go hang out with Rax and hit him with that, you know, YourPlayerTwo raid, that would be delightful. But I will be headed over there shortly. There should be a new video coming out on Friday, specifically about the Stream Deck, which I've gotten a ton of use out of lately. Again, you know, if anybody wants to join the Discord for future reference, it's right there. And then, let's see, I think that is about all I've got to talk about. But yeah, if you guys want to go hit up Rax's stream, he's playing some GoldenEye at 64, I think, which is super great. I'll be over there to hang out for a little bit and be listening in the background, probably lurking. But yeah. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Top Swap, Morrow, Trickster, Corlasa, Sean, Morrow, let's see, Rax, who was here earlier. Who else am I missing? Nicholas, Tarks. I think I've got everyone. Asia, Zachary. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everyone. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. And, you know, I will drop in on Rax's stream, and you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to go ahead and take off. All right, bye.